The 2011 Horizon Report K-12 edition suggests that personal learning environments could be part of mainstream practice in schools in 4 to 5 years' time. Personal learning environments, or PLEs as they're often called, are systems which enable self-directed and group-based learning. PLEs serve a dual purpose. Firstly, they enable students to determine the style and pace at which they learn. Secondly, they expose students to technologies they may not normally encounter in a traditional classroom environment. These are key technologies that help to prepare students for post-secondary and for workforce experience. PLEs are student-designed learning approaches. These approaches encompass various types of content such as videos, apps, games, and social media tools. For example, visual learners would obtain material from a different source than would auditory or tactile kinesthetic learners. In using this approach, students have more control over how they learn, while at the same time, students learn at a style and pace which is best for them as individuals. Students will also be more engaged in understanding and applying learning strategies. There are certain sociological and philosophical questions that must be considered in the use of PLEs. Therefore, they are not something that can be packaged, handed out, or passed around. PLEs may also empower students to take greater control of their learning networks and of their connections with their peers, teachers, and other experts.
Alberto Carvalho, Superintendent of Miami-Dade County Public Schools, the 4th largest school system in America and the highest performing. Personalized learning and learning analytics are two sides of the same coin of learning, and they need to be defined and interpreted and leveraged in the same way. So you have student data that can lead to the personalized learning through technology and digital content. This is data informing the learning process, allowing for the individual educational plan to be defined for every student, knowing the core subject areas, where the student's standing is as far as proficiency in those areas, and building an individualized educational plan that suits that child, allowing for remediation at the same time as it allows for acceleration. Then, as far as learning analytics are concerned, is using that data-rich environment to actually develop and embrace the interventions and the specific learning techniques, the pedagogical steps that would be taken to that specific individual student. The technology is here, the data is here, it's just a matter of actually marrying them together. And I think we're on the cusp of a revolution in learning, if in fact we embrace rapidly a new way of teaching kids, a way that, by the way, they understand far better than we do. This is about doing right by the kids while somewhat inconveniencing the adults.
The key questions you should ask are: what are your own thoughts about personal learning environments? How can personal learning environments help address local problems and requirements? What other issues, if any, require further research or investigation?